guys, I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit more about some of my favorite features in this book. In the beginning of the book, I include an ER checklist, and then whenever you're in the ER room with the patient, you're nervous, you're frazzled, so I created a form that vital signs, medications given, any questions that pop into your head, tips for how to keep track of everything that's going on. It kind of helps you to stay calm, but stay prepared and feel like you're part of the team. And then you get some tips for how to round with doctors, how to anticipate their questions, how to ask them questions, how they kind of operate. It kind of gives you a little bit of behind the scenes insight, and then starts getting into the meat of the book, which is the 10 questions that you want to ask before going home. Now, these are so important because whenever a patient is brought home, if these things are not asked, then a lot of the times someone can go right back into the hospital because a patient's family doesn't know how to properly take care of them. So if a patient, is sent home with no clear instructions about how often they need to do maybe their incentive spirometer, they're going to develop pneumonia because they're not exercising their lungs or they're not getting up and walking, then pneumonia is going to land you right back into the hospital. It could be deadly. It's something that you want to prevent. So a lot of these things that occur, these rehospitalizations that occur, can be prevented. So that's what the questions that I've incorporated in the book are for. They're to prevent future catastrophes. There are things that I've seen in my nursing experience. So I put a lot of thought into these questions to ask that really help you be informed and to know what's important and what signs to look for. But I also wanted you to feel engaged and you're involved in the care because you are. You're a huge part of the care. So I just wanted to kind of let you know a rundown of what to expect from this book. And then also a really good feature is the medication reconciliation form and the safety checklist, because a lot of times whenever you're thinking of taking your loved one home, you're not thinking of what changes have occurred in their body. They're weaker most of the time than they were before, so you have to adapt to those things for them to be safe at home. Maybe they're not able to do things without some sort of assistive device. So I have a pretty comprehensive list about what needs to go in the home before they get there. So check it out. I think that you'd really appreciate it.